Hey, what's going on, guys? Another video here. It's been a little while since I've last updated. Just wanted to give you a slight update. I'm at 2,400 kilometers on the CBR650R. Great bike so far. A few things, or just a couple things, it's not going to be a long video, that I wanted to bring up to you guys. So one thing I've noticed in terms of ride comfort, it's a very comfortable bike, but the onus is going to be on you to make sure you're kind of riding it in a position that will give you or maximize your comfort. One thing that I've noticed is that if I'm holding onto the bars a little too stiff, like I'm kind of pushing down on the bars, and I get discomfort in my elbow. So that's the one thing that I've noticed. What I've done to remedy that is, instead of pushing down on the handlebar and like pushing down pressure, pushing forward and leaning forward, I use my legs really tight around the gas tank. I just really hold on to the gas tank really tightly with my legs, and my arms aren't holding on to the handlebars all that hard at all. And my arms are actually slightly bent, so it's really loose, and like there's no need to be hammering down on the handlebars. You could just literally lightly just kind of hold on, relax your arms, and that eliminates that completely. Another thing in terms of comfort, and it could just be something with all motorcycles really, I'd like to hear your guys' opinion. I know some of you have these bikes. So the foot pegs, after a long time of riding, not even a long time, if you're riding for like 45 minutes or so, like the base of your foot, like the middle of your foot I should say, it starts to get a little irritated. That could be something with all bikes, because I mean, having your foot on something like that, kind of putting pressure on there for a long duration of time, I think obviously you'll feel some sort of discomfort. Other than that, the bike is comfortable. I've been having some really good rides just on the highway. The windshield, I think it really does help. The two previous bikes I've had, I didn't have any windshields, and I would just be getting punched in the chest on the highway, depending on how heavy the wind is. What I like about this bike is that you can really tuck in if you want to, and that will help throw the wind over your head. Otherwise, yes, you can feel it kind of in your upper chest if it is windy, if you're riding into the wind, but you are able to tuck in. That's a good thing about this bike. You can ride it in a completely upright position, or you could really kind of just bend your elbows and just crouch over the gas tank, and it's quite nice. As you guys know, my first first tire, I got a staple in it within like the first week of owning the bike. So I have the Michelin Road 5. It's a great tire. I've had no issues. Obviously, one is the wheel that the bike comes with, which is the Dunlop here. The rear wheel is the Michelin 5. Having two different wheels, I haven't noticed any difference. I think it rides just fine, really. In terms of fuel mileage, now forgive me to my American friends, my last tank I was averaging at about 4.9 liters per 100 kilometers. You guys are gonna have to do the conversion on that. I might even put it in I might pin a comment with the conversion. But what I'm noticing, a trend is that once I get to around that 240 kilometers mark, that's when I typically want to fill up. It could probably be pushed to about 250, 255, but I'd feel best like 245 is probably the longest I've pushed it. 245 kilometers is the longest that I've pushed it. So one con, or one thing that I wish would have been different on this bike, is to maybe have a bigger gas tank. I think if you can get 3,000 out of, or so, wow, 3,000. If you can get 300 out of the gas tank, I think that would be good. I think 230 to 40 is a little light, just compared to the other bikes that I've had. They've been in bigger gas tanks, so that's just one complaint. But other than that, like the bike, it turns heads for sure. I went to go get a jacket yesterday, and it just, like, people are asking questions about it. You don't see a lot of them around. So other than that, it's a great bike, beautiful, as you guys can see. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer your questions. But definitely recommend this bike. You guys take care. Thanks for sticking around.